8.2.4 Fine-tuning and then upload. Welcome back. So here in this project we have our text. We can move it around and see if we can put it in a place that stands out. But just with this image, I know that there's not really a spot in the image that will look good, as there is so much going on. There's different colors and the text, especially when you are zoomed out, it's hard to read. So this is something you want to do when you are creating thumbnails for YouTube. You want to zoom out to the size that it is actually going to be and see if it looks good. Just like this. The strawberries look good, but the upper text doesn't look good in this outzoomed scene. So what we are going to do is make it stand out. So let me just zoom out to show you this one. On the next tab, how to pick fresh strawberries. And then this one will zoom out again, how to pick fresh strawberries. Which one looks better to you? I think this one looks a lot better. The text, it just pops. So what I did here is I have this red bar at the top and I have the white bar at the bottom. So to do that, let's switch back to another tab where we have our progress so far. And while in this tab, I'm going to take my shape tool down here, like this. I'm going to choose the fill from up here in the options bar. And I'm going to use white, and just keep in mind that you have these pre-selected colors. Or you can click this color picker button from up here and choose the exact color that you want. Click OK. You also want to make sure from the options bar that the stroke is off for us, or no stroke right there. And then we're just going to click and drag. Click and drag around our text. And there you go. You have our white rectangle. And I'm going to move this rectangle layer behind our text layer from our layers panel over here, so that the text is actually above this rectangle. And then what I can do is select the how to pick fresh text. So I'm just going to take my text tool back with the keyword T and then click on that text and select them, of course. Now go to our characters panel, select the color and then pick a color from here. One thing I like to do is actually pick a color that is in my composition already. I can actually just pick up the color of these strawberries and see if there's a color that I like, that I want to use. I think just the combination of choosing colors that are within the photo makes it look even better. So like this, it looks pretty good. The next thing I'm going to do is create another shape layer for the background of this bottom strawberries text. I could do that either by taking the rectangle tool and then clicking and dragging again to create a new tool. Or what I can do is, while on the layers panel, duplicate this rectangle layer that we already have by right-clicking it and selecting duplicate layer. Or just press Ctrl J, which in this time you already know this secret hotkey. Right. I'm going to just say OK, or you can rename it as strawberries. Okay, let me do that now. Now we have these two shape layers. I'm going to select this one in the bottom and then press down the down arrow on your keyboard, or shift and then down key to have it jump a little bit more by 10 pixels, as you already know that. Then I'm going to choose the color first. So I'm going to double click down here in this little box of the shape layer. And then I'm going to pick the red color of the upper text font so that it matches that color. Just like this. And now I can resize this box because it's not perfectly aligned. So I'm going to resize it while selecting the Move tool. Press V for Move tool and then Ctrl T for resizing it. First press V and then Ctrl T. Simple as that. Now just going to drag up a little bit and drag down. Then I can use my arrow keys to move it around a little bit. And then when I want to apply it, I can press Enter on the keyboard or just click the Apply button. So this looks pretty good. The one thing I don't like about this now is that the strawberry text is too close to the white bar up here. You see how it's too squeezed up next to How to Pick Fresh. What we have to do is make the strawberries text go down a little bit lower. So I'm going to just select this strawberry text yet again, and then increase this vertical indentation from my characters panel like before. So maybe if it's something like that, like maybe 150 or so, and then with this red rectangle, I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. Just like this. And when it's done, I'll apply it by hitting Enter. I think that looks pretty good now. So now I could zoom out again, and then I could select all of the rectangles, the two rectangles and the text. And then with my Move tool, I can move these two texts with their two shapes around. I can even resize them now with Ctrl T. So they are locked together. So if I resize them, they will all resize together. And whenever you are done moving them or resizing them, press Enter on your keyboard to lock it in place. And then I could also move around or resize my background strawberries image if I want to move those around at all. I'll slightly resize it down, just like this. And then again, hit Enter on my keyboard to lock them in that place. Now the background strawberries image is also shining up. And I'm pretty darn happy with that. Now you know how to make the contents look amazing and make it pop out. So the final step is saving or exporting this thumbnail. So it's pretty easy. When you're done, what you're going to do is just go up to File menu and then Save As. There's a couple of ways to do this, and I'll show you, and then save it wherever you want. And save it as a JPEG. Click Save. You have different options, and you have a prediction of how big that file is going to be. Right now, YouTube allows only up to 2 megabytes. But this size here is below that limitation, so nothing to worry about. But if you want to decrease it to a high quality, that's totally fine too. I wouldn't go below high. You can do maximum even better if it's under 2 megabytes. and then just click OK. And that will save it to your desktop or wherever you chose it to save. The only other way to export is to go to File menu again and then click on Save for WAV. Don't worry if you didn't find it here. It might be hidden under this Export option, and then there you could find Save for WAV. If you could not find that before. And now this opens up a new module that has different options for JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs or GIFs if you pronounce it that way. Right now you can just click JPEG High. You can choose the quality, and then again you can see the size that it is going to be right there. And then you can click Save. Choose your location and save it, and that will appear on your desktop as well to upload with the video that you upload. This much wraps up this bonus lecture. I hope by this time you already know the potential of the knowledge that you gained from this bonus lecture. You could design your own decent thumbnails and gain your views exponentially. But always keep one thing in mind, that you should only enhance your content with the help of thumbnail, not totally design it like a clickbait that disturbs the healthy environment. Thank you so much for being with us till this date. I hope you all are capable now. I will tell you in the next video and what you can do after this course to better stand out among the congregations in this contemporary market of tremendous opportunities, but yet with high competition. So see you there shortly. Until then, as always, stay creative.